Welcome back to Carson Uncut, episode 2. You will always win more flies with honey than with vinegar. Why do I want to talk to you about this today? Because I think smiling is something super important, and really putting intention and being able to release it immediately is something that will get you much further than by just putting intention and trying to make your point. I have a few examples I wanted to share with you, and here is number one. Number one is in a situation that I just saw the other day in basically a negotiation, right? Where people threw something over the fence and said, this is what I need, this is what I want. And guess what? The other side said, no, just simply no. There was no charm, there was no trying to convince somebody, there was just, this is what I need and you just have to give it to me. This does not necessarily work. So we had round 2 of this meeting. I just sat in there and I started off the meeting with, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Man, it's so great to work with you again. We've been doing this now for 4 years. But also ask a question. Hey, I'm sensing a little bit of reluctance to do what we're normally doing together here. Is there something that I missed? Is there a new guidance? And the answer was immediate, no, not at all. We're still working in the same direction. It's all good. Do not misread this. Well, great. Then this topic is cleared. So I put in the tension by asking a question that was not comfortable, right? But I got the answer that I wanted, and also gave the other side the possibility to let out their tension. So everything was good. And from then on, it was just a pure charm offensive to say, hey, this is what we're thinking. This is what we want to do. And we want to do it like this because of this. Or there's actually really a requirement for it. So explaining the why we need something, and not just saying what we need, but why do we need it? Because that helped the other side also very much to just simply adapt to it and say, okay, let me think about it. And guess what? We came from a complete no to pretty much, there's a possibility. It's not yet a yes, but hey, it's a multi-phased approach, right? But just being kind to people really gets you a very long way. And the same thing applies also in any other situation. I had very many times when I'm traveling quite a bit with my airline. There was a problem. So I called the hotline, and always they say, hello, my name is, let's just say Laura. Hello, Laura, how are you doing? Thanks so much for attending me. Guess what? It goes such a long way, because typically people that call that hotline, they don't call in a friendly way because they have a bigger problem. Guess what? But you give them the, how are you doing? No, don't worry. Hey, sorry for waiting. So, don't worry. Thanks for helping me. You just give them a little bit back. You give them a smile back. They don't have the most pleasant job either. But if you're kind to them, guess they will always walk the extra mile for you. And this is what we always should be focusing on. How can we help people to basically say yes to us? And a smile goes a long way, showing some empathy. And I have had the best experiences really on one flight that got canceled for me in the evening. I needed to be back in the next day, and the first options that were supplied to me were really not ideal. So I called the hotline, and exactly the same charm offensive. And guess what? She said to me, okay, I can't promise you yet that you're on the 7 o'clock flight in the morning, but in order for you to be able to be there, let's do the following. I call you at 5 in the morning so you can go to sleep now. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, I call you. And if there's a flight, great, you will be on that flight. And if not, I will just say, sorry, but this is your option so you can get back to sleep. That's the extra mile that you get when you do it friendly, when you smile. And I also did the right thing afterwards. I sent a very nice thank you email back to her management to say that was really an extra mile that I did not expect, but really made my day. And it's wonderful to be a very treasured customer. Always say it with a smile, and always will you win more flies with honey than with vinegar. Keep that in mind. Stay tuned. I'm looking forward to more.